Hi, today we're going to talk about Earth and why it's a very special planet. So, Earth is the only planet that scientists know of that is habitable. This means that this is the only place that we see life. Now, why is that the case, and what makes it habitable? Well, what makes Earth habitable are gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide, which are very important and vital for life on Earth. Humans breathe oxygen, plants use carbon dioxide, and that is a cycle of exchange that keeps repeating. Earth also has liquid water, which is very important in powering the water cycle and providing life to us on Earth. The Earth is also habitable because there is protection from the sun's harmful rays, like UV rays, and the solar winds that could cause major damage and destruction to our Earth. Earth is also habitable because of soil. So, like I mentioned before, we have plants that use carbon dioxide and release oxygen, but they also need soil that's full of nitrogen in order to grow. And finally, sunlight, which is very important for photosynthesis and is the framework for all life on Earth for the most part. Now, there are three main reasons why Earth is habitable. That is due to the position of Earth to the sun, the atmosphere that is specific to Earth, and the magnetic field that encompasses Earth. Now, the position of Earth in comparison to the sun makes it habitable because it doesn't make Earth too hot or too cold. This makes it sustainable for life on Earth and for those living things. It also makes it so that gas is not being pulled away, burnt up from Earth, our atmosphere is not being burnt up. It also makes it so that it is not too cold and water freezes. The second reason is because it provides just enough solar radiation. Solar radiation is that heat that we get from those sun rays, and it provides things like seasons. So Earth is tilted a little bit, and when it goes around the sun, it is able to maintain a season for a certain amount of time that causes that pretty consistent heating or cooling of Earth. It also is what powers winds. Solar radiation is very important for powering wind, and wind is what kind of circulates our world so that we can have a good amount of heating and cooling. And the third reason is because it allows for water to be seen in abundance in its actual liquid state. Now, the atmosphere of Earth is also very specific as it is mass and temperature that kind of creates it. This mass causes a gravitational pull that allows for Earth to kind of hang on to all of the gas and chemical compositions within our sphere, and the temperature helps to regulate that. So, in our atmosphere, we have oxygen, which is very important as it protects us from the UV rays. We have carbon dioxide, which is also very important because it creates a greenhouse effect, which is very important for heating our world. And we also have other vital gases like nitrogen, which help saturate soil for plant growth, like I mentioned earlier. Then there's the magnetic field. The magnetic field protects from those solar winds. It keeps Earth's atmosphere together, which, as we mentioned, holds all of the important vital gases that we need, helps to regulate temperature. And this magnetic field is actually strengthened with tectonic plate movement. This is what the magnetic field would look like. It gives us our north and south poles, and what these blue arrows are kind of a way that these magnetic field is dispersed around Earth. What it does is it deflects anything that would try to come and penetrate Earth's atmosphere, and then it keeps the atmosphere that's inside those blue arrows compacted together. Thank you for watching this presentation.